everyone, my name is Elizaveta. Welcome to WelcomeTech channel. Today we will be talking about another successful case on EB1A visa. We have enormous amount of similar videos like that you can watch if you're interested, and we have a lot of videos on like EB1A visa itself, what is that, and so on and so forth. So if you are interested, you can watch them too. Today we will be talking about another successful case that we had. This person is an entrepreneur, which actually not many people talk about entrepreneurs for EB1A visa, which is actually very interesting. And this case is extremely interesting for a person with like a building company who owns a building company. So Timur is here with me. Can you please share a little bit of like information, the background of this case, what exactly like criteria you went for, what were the new like the details of that, like and everything that may need to be covered here.
Yeah, sure. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our channel. So this person is owner. He's a founder of a construction company, and he works in many of the countries of CIS countries that you probably have seen his work and this company's name on many of the buildings if you live in one of the CIS countries. And I wouldn't say he has a very wide, big list of achievements, but he's a person of exceptional abilities, and that's why we covered four criteria out of 10. For people who don't know, there's a employment-based first preference, this visa, which route we used. In this case, we applied for four criteria, but in general, there's 10 criteria. You can choose any, but you have to meet minimum three criteria. So this person, he commands a high salary according to the average statistics. Well, it's pretty standard that people from Eastern Europe or Western Europe, they command a high salary, and that's not a problem for us to basically provide this criteria in the best light and to compare it to the average in either the similar profession or the similar region and show that this person earns twice or maybe triple as much as an average specialist in this criteria. The interesting thing about this criteria in this person's case is that he owns 100% share of his company, and we provided the documentation proving this, and we included it into salary. So if you go through this criteria and you think that this only covers your salary or any other remuneration, this is wrong. You can basically provide documentation that you have a share in any of the companies that is like in your field of ability, and you can list it as your salary or your remuneration. So it's pretty easy. Second criteria which we covered was awards that he received in his professional field of endeavor, and he and his company, they were nominees and they were winners of multiple awards in this area. They were acknowledged as the best building in this region, both aesthetically and safety requirements too. And one more criteria which we covered, he has a patent that he's registered in one of the CS companies, one of the CS regions. And this methodology, like construction methodology that he developed, he and his colleagues developed, it was admitted by the official registry of construction company. That's why it is considered to be a significant impact in the industry. So it was pretty a standard procedure for us to acquire documents, to cover it, to provide some recommendation letters from experts in the field that would maybe give some side comments about this methodology and prove that it is in fact unique and it has a big impact on the industry. And last but not least was the association criteria. The interesting thing about this criteria is that previously he is a member of multiple association, but the problem with that is that it's a mandatory association for people who work in the construction field, because there is standard requirement, like they try to improve the standard of building, constructing buildings. But we research a list of different side associations that meet the criteria, the requirement of this visa, and we joined this association. That was the interesting part. And they sent us a list of this enormous documentations. Like they sent us a letter acknowledging that this person is in fact a member of this association. They sent us the link to the website where this person was established and was posted as an official member. So we included all this documentation in this criteria, and it was successful. And last but not least, we basically wrote a statement, personal statement from this person, detailing how exactly he's going to work in the United States. In the USA, construction field is a big economic endeavor, so it was pretty standard procedure for us to do research, to write statement, to provide any other site evidence that this person is in fact going to continue to work in the field of endeavor, because you have to do it as like one of the requirements of EB1 visa. And we submitted application. If we talk about the deadlines and timeframes of this application, we submitted it at the in the middle of July. After that, we received standard documentation asking us for additional evidence, and we prepared the response in the time frame of a month and a half. It was the beginning of September, and by the end of September, we received our notification that our case was approved. And after that, we received the approval notice, basically. So now, as of October, the end of October, we're waiting for a welcome letter. So it's basically a letter which you receive and with which you follow the stage 2 and you have your visa to come to the United States. So, like very short, briefly about this case, like this. Maybe we need to discuss some specific things, specific questions that our viewers may have.
Yeah, okay. So, thank you so much for such a like detailed answer to my question. Just one more thing I have is that actually about the association. Just because what's important to know about the associations that they are not so there is like a plain language, right? An AB1A visa and one of the requirements of the association. So it's not necessary for your work. For example, if you want to be an engineer, if you want to work as an engineer, you need to be in a kind of an engineer association, right? That is obviously something that you have to be an engineer. And secondly, so there should now be like some obvious fees, right, for the association membership. So at least not something that we need to show to. It's not something that we need to show to USS. You see. So in his case, about the association, it worked, right? So he got his like final answer approval. What was the situation there like?
Yeah, there's many associations, especially in CIS countries in Western Europe, that require you to pay a monthly or a yearly fee, and this is a standard procedure for many of them. But in the USCIS requires us to have the associations accept you as your member, as the member of the association, based on your exceptional abilities. So not based on financial fees that you pay to be a member. And if you do have an association that meets the plain language of a criteria, but it still requires you to pay fee, the only option for you would be to just omit this information. It's not critical, because USCIS and American associations, they probably have a different procedure. You don't have to pay like a significant fee to be a member. So USCIS asks us to have an association which is similar to the American one. So if you do pay fee, you can just omit this information if it's not listed on the official website. So it's not critical.
I see. Thank you so much. Actually, of course, it's something that needs to be reviewed case by case. So if you are interested in getting your EB1A visa, please contact us. Contact us. Like you have the information down below. Sign up for a free consultation. We will be happy to assist you to help you understand what type of visa is the best for you, right? And to help you get like the best result in the end of your US visa application. Thank you so much, Timur, and have a great day.